Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Hello friends, we're back with more updates from the world of Formula One, this time focusing on Ferrari and what we can expect from the team heading into the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at Imola this weekend. If you don't want to miss a single detail about this exciting race week, make sure to subscribe to the Grand Prix channel and activate notifications. And if you enjoy direct and informative videos like this one, hit that like button to support our work. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. Ferrari has had a challenging run in recent races. While the season started with promise, the team has encountered recurring performance issues, particularly related to car balance and grip. Fans were hoping that a major update package would arrive in time for Imola, but those plans have been pushed back to later races, most likely the Spanish Grand Prix. Currently, the main issue reported by both Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz is the car's lack of performance in tight sections of the track, especially low-speed corners. The front end of the car still feels unstable, and the rear end lacks the confidence drivers need to push aggressively. These problems have affected their performance not only in technical corners, but also in medium and high-speed sections, as seen most recently in Miami, where the SF24 was inconsistent across various track segments. Heading into Imola, this raises concerns. The layout of the circuit is tight and technical, demanding high mechanical grip, especially from the rear axle. On paper, this isn't the type of track that typically suits Ferrari's current car. However, there's a silver lining. Overtaking at Imola is notoriously difficult. So, if Ferrari can extract a strong qualifying performance, there's a chance they could defend track position and still walk away with a respectable result. Even though the major upgrade package isn't arriving this weekend, Ferrari hasn't come to Imola empty-handed. The team has introduced a series of minor aerodynamic tweaks to help optimize car balance and begin preparing the chassis for the upcoming changes. These small updates target specific performance issues, mostly to do with flow management and car stability, and may provide incremental improvements. Furthermore, Ferrari is actively adapting to the new technical directive issued by the FIA regarding flexible aerodynamic components, particularly the front and rear wings. The directive tightens the regulations surrounding how much these components can flex under aerodynamic load. Ferrari's technical department is already using this as an opportunity to implement structural refinements that could improve aerodynamic efficiency without violating the rules. This could give them a small but meaningful edge in performance heading into the next development phase. Another point of excitement is that this weekend marks Lewis Hamilton's first race as a Ferrari driver on Italian soil, in front of the passionate Tifosi. Although the British 7-time world champion is still adapting to the new environment and car dynamics, there's a special emotional energy surrounding his debut at Ferrari's home race, one that could potentially spark something special on track. While Ferrari is not expected to dominate at Imola, there is cautious optimism within the team. If things go their way in qualifying and the car behaves more consistently than in previous races, we could see them fighting closer to the front. Otherwise, it might be a matter of damage limitation until the full performance package lands in Spain, where expectations are higher. Hey everyone, how's it going? Quick update for you regarding this weekend's Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at Imola. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications here at Grand Prix. We bring you the latest F1 news every single day, always straight to the point. Now let's dive into the key development of this Thursday at Imola. Traditionally, Thursdays at a Grand Prix weekend are dedicated to media activities. This is when drivers head to the circuit for press conferences, interviews, and, crucially, their first meetings with race engineers to kickstart preparations for the weekend. It's an important day for building momentum ahead of Friday's practice sessions and ensuring that all teams are aligned on strategy, technical setups, and car development updates. However, today Ferrari made an unexpected announcement that immediately caught the attention of the paddock and fans worldwide. The team revealed that Charles Leclerc is currently unwell and, as a result, will not be participating in any of Thursday's scheduled activities at the circuit. Ferrari did not specify the exact nature of Leclerc's health issue. They opted to keep the details private, emphasizing instead that they remain confident in Leclerc's ability to recover in time for Friday's crucial track sessions, which include Free Practice 1, FP1, and Free Practice 2, FP2. As it stands, Ferrari has expressed optimism that this is a minor setback and that their star driver will be ready to hit the track when it matters most. However, the situation has understandably raised some concerns within the team and among fans, particularly given the intense competition and the significance of the Imola weekend for Ferrari. Racing at home in Italy is always a special occasion for the Scuderia, with passionate tifosi filling the grandstands and high expectations for the team's performance. Should Leclerc's condition not improve sufficiently by Friday morning, Ferrari would be left with no choice but to turn to one of their reserve drivers to step in, a scenario that teams always plan for but hope to avoid. In Ferrari's case, that would likely mean Robert Schwartzman or Antonio Giovinazzi, both of whom are affiliated with the team and have recent experience in F1 machinery. However, no official statement has been made regarding any potential replacement. It's important to note that, in modern Formula One, even a single missed session can put a driver at a significant disadvantage for the remainder of the weekend. With limited practice time to fine-tune car setups and collect vital data, especially on a technical circuit like Imola, every lap counts. Missing out on Thursday's initial briefings and meetings with engineers could potentially disrupt Leclerc's rhythm, even if he returns for Friday's track action. That said, Leclerc is known for his resilience and professionalism. Ferrari fans around the world will be hoping that their lead driver can rest up, recover quickly, and resume his fight at the front of the grid. With the team bringing updates and looking to close the gap to rivals like Red Bull and McLaren, having both of their regular drivers fully fit is critical for their ambitions this weekend. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on this developing story and bringing you the latest updates as they happen. Whether it's Leclerc returning to the cockpit tomorrow or Ferrari having to make a last-minute substitution, you'll hear about it here first. So what do you think? Will Charles be back in the car for Free Practice 1? Or are we about to see an unexpected twist at Ferrari's home race? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe and turn on notifications here at Grand Prix so you never miss a moment of the action. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update. Among all these upgrades, the most eagerly awaited is undoubtedly Red Bull's update package for the RB21. The car hasn't quite lived up to its dominant reputation so far this season, and as a result, there's been growing tension behind the scenes. Max Verstappen, the team's star driver, has made it clear he is far from satisfied with the current situation. In fact, there are strong rumors that if Red Bull fails to deliver significant performance improvements at Imola, Verstappen may begin negotiating with rival teams for a potential move in 2026. Here at Grand Prix, we've been following every development closely, and we already have all the details on the updates Red Bull will be bringing to Imola this weekend. So, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give this video a like. It really helps support our work and ensures you stay updated with all the latest F1 news. Let's dive into the specifics. Firstly, Red Bull has decided to split its major upgrade package into two phases. The first phase will debut at Imola, while the second part is scheduled for the Spanish Grand Prix at the end of the month. The rationale is to gradually introduce significant changes while allowing time for data collection and analysis before implementing the remaining updates. Focusing on this weekend's modifications, the majority of changes are concentrated around the floor of the RB21, arguably the most critical component in today's ground effect F1 cars. The floor has undergone substantial alterations, both in the visible areas, such as the edges and side sections, and in the underbody, where the Venturi tunnels have been extensively reshaped. These tunnels play a crucial role in generating downforce by accelerating airflow beneath the car. By modifying the floor, Red Bull aims to increase airflow efficiency under the car, thereby enhancing aerodynamic grip and overall performance. Given that the floor is responsible for generating the lion's share of downforce in the current era of Formula One regulations, optimizing it is paramount. Additionally, the lower section of the side pods has been revised. The new design features a subtly different shape, specifically to complement the reworked floor and ensure optimal airflow interaction. Furthermore, the rear bodywork, particularly the area beneath the engine cover near the rear wheels, has also been updated with revised contours to better align with the new aerodynamic philosophy. Moving further back, The beam wing at the rear of the car has been updated too. While its overall shape remains quite similar, Red Bull has adjusted the internal angles within the wing to better manage the airflow influenced by the new floor design. This modification is intended to stabilize the car's rear end and improve aerodynamic consistency across various cornering speeds. With all these changes, Red Bull is confident that the RB21 will generate higher levels of downforce and offer better tire management, closing the gap to rivals like McLaren, who currently excel in maintaining tire performance over race distances. The goal is to produce a more stable car with a wider operating window, allowing Verstappen and Tsunoda to extract maximum performance regardless of track conditions. However, it's important to note that Red Bull acknowledges these updates won't solve all the car's issues immediately. The team considers the upcoming Barcelona update to be the final piece in this extensive upgrade puzzle. But even so, they expect noticeable improvements at Imola, particularly in terms of consistency and driver confidence. That said, recent history has shown that Red Bull's upgrades haven't always delivered as expected. The correlation between wind tunnel and simulator data versus on-track performance has been less reliable than in previous seasons, which raises some doubts about how effective these changes will truly be once the car hits the track.